Okay? And behind the scenes even further, you've got radical extremist mosques everywhere. You've got hate preachers on every street corner. You've got 20, by estimates, official estimates, 23,000 known wannabe jihadis walking the streets of Britain. You've got about 500 people who've returned from Syria after fighting for ISIS. That's what's really going on in our country. That's the real Britain that we have to deal with. On top of that, you know, we're being taxed out of our mind. Our public services are going to end up in ruins. We've got third world NHS. Our kids leave school, don't know how to read and write, can't even add up using their fingers. That's the real Britain, ladies and gentlemen, not the rubbish, this fake universe that you see on TV. And it's up to us to build, and that's all we should concern ourselves with. People are too obsessed with the end result. How are we going to take power and do things? How are we going to, save our country? All we need to worry ourselves with is right now. We need to build a mass movement in this country. We have to survive. Because sooner or later, just like in Northern Ireland, it's going to go, and you're going to have peace walls everywhere, you're going to have soldiers on the streets, you're going to have terrorist groups everywhere. That's what Britain is heading for. It's not heading for some glorious, harmonious, multicultural society where everyone lives in peace and harmony, except for a few white nationalist, extremist, racist on the fringe. Okay? We are heading for civil, bloody war in this country. We are heading for a Northern Ireland situation. Blood on the streets, thousands, tens of thousands being killed in civil strife. And if you don't believe me, look at areas where you have a huge Islamic population. Look at Syria. Syria actually was a very multicultural nation. A huge population, a huge percentage of the population was Christian, you had all different other religious minorities. Islam barely made up 40-50%. That's what the Syrian civil war was all about. It was a power grab by Islam. We are going to take over the whole of this country, we're going to Islamize it, turn it into a Sharia state, just like Libya. Okay? Another intervention that went horribly wrong. So all this persecution of me and Jada and our movement is never going to work. Okay? It's only going to strengthen us. And if she goes to prison, if I go to prison, the very day that we come out, the struggle continues and resumes. And even while we're in prison, it's going to upset enough people that we've actually been sent down. Yeah? There's going to be an absolute deluge of new activists, new members, new donors, new blood into this movement of ours. People are going to be absolutely livid. That in a country where no one, hardly anyone, has been prosecuted for what happened in Rotherham, 2 political leaders are being sent down for criticising Islam and harassing a group of migrant rapists who, in effect, are doing 14 years apiece in a prison because they was convicted. That's the kind of country we live in. It's not going to be easy. Me and Jada know full well what we've got coming. We've studied other leaders like Geert Wilders, for example, who literally lives out the back of a car because he has in a new safe house every single night. We know what's coming, okay? We're going to be, forget being on the run in Europe, we're going to be on the run in the UK within a few years. The pressure already is becoming immense. But it's not going to break us, ever. It's not going to slow us down, it's not going to break us. In fact, as Christians, our entire mindset is in a sick and diseased world.